Hi students, let us see this question. Here there was some tetrahalide structure was given. In the presence of sodium and ether on heating, it gives some major product A. Here A is, they have given 4 options: A option, B option, C option and D option. You can observe here that by seeing the structures in organic chemistry, you should never get confused, because if you have understood the logic perfectly, you will be getting the answer very easily also. So don't get confused by seeing these structures. Now let us say this is based on, by now you should have understood that it is based on Woods reaction. Now what is Woods reaction? Many of you know that Woods reaction is nothing but alkyl halide in the presence of sodium in ether leads to the formation of higher alkane. Here 2 moles of R bond Cl in the presence of sodium and ether, it leads to the formation of R bond R. So this is Woods reaction actually. Let us see mechanism of Woods reaction. It occurs with forming free radical as reaction intermediate. Here R bond Cl in the presence of sodium, it leads to the formation of this electron pair shifts towards chlorine, and sodium provides an electron to an alkyl group. So we get an electron over here plus NaCl. Similarly, another mole of alkyl halide also in the presence of sodium in ether. This electron pair shifts towards here, and sodium provides an electron to the R and it forms a free radical plus NaCl. These 2 free radicals now will combine with each other. This is a free radical, that is any alkyl group with a free electron, plus there is another free radical which leads to the formation of R bond R, which is a higher alkane. This is the mechanism of the Woods reaction. Now here let us consider this reaction cannot produce alkanes with odd number of carbon atoms. Let us see why it cannot produce alkanes with odd number of carbon atoms. Suppose if we take 2 different alkyl halides, for example CH3Cl plus CH3CH2Cl on treating in the presence of sodium in ether leads to the formation of, is the question asked. Now how to check this? Now we already know that from the mechanism CH3Cl in the presence of sodium leads to the formation of CH3 free radical plus NaCl. Similarly, CH3CH2Cl in the presence of sodium leads to the formation of CH3CH2 free radical. Now here in this case, unlike the before case, there we got 2 methyl free radicals which has combined with each other to produce ethane. In this case, you can observe that CH3 free radical combines with CH3CH2 free radical, producing CH3CH2CH3, that is propane. That is the product we generally expect to get. But of course, anything whatever we take, always it would be taken in excess. So which implies that CH3 free radical can combine with another CH3, because this could be taken in excess and this could also be taken in excess. So which implies CH3 free radical can also combine with, here in this case CH3 free radical combines with another mole of CH3 free radical leading to the formation of CH3 bond CH3, that is ethane. Similarly, CH3CH2 free radical combining with another mole of CH3CH2 free radical leading to the formation of butane. That is, if you use 2 different alkyl halides, methyl chloride and ethyl chloride, we can clearly observe that it produces methyl free radical, ethyl free radical. There is a possibility that methyl free radical, when it combines with ethyl free radical, it produces propane. methyl free radical, when it combines with another methyl free radical, it produces ethane. Ethyl free radical, when it combines with another ethyl free radical, it produces butane. You will get a mixture of three products, that is propane, ethane and butane. So mixture of three alkanes would be produced. So this method is not suitable for the preparation of propane because it produces a mixture of three products but not a single product. So we should not use Wood's reaction using different alkyl halides. Always it is easier to get the product if you use same alkyl halides. So remember, it is an important term that Wood's reaction is not feasible to get alkane with odd number of carbon atoms. Of course, for that we have different method, which is a Corey-House synthesis, that we will discuss later about Corey-House synthesis. Now we have understood literally what is Wood's reaction. Alkyl halides in the presence of sodium in ether, it leads to the formation of higher alkane. But there is one note point you have to remember. What we have discussed here, we should not use two different alkyl halides here. That is, you should not get higher alkanes with odd number of carbon atoms in this reaction, because in that case we will get mixture of three alkanes. Apart from it, Wood's reaction can also undergo disproportionation, as we have seen in the previous case, CH3CH2 ethyl free radical, when there is another ethyl free radical. Here you can write this as CH2 bond H. So here you can observe that there is an electron here. This free radical abstracts this simpler hydrogen and it leads to the formation of, with this electron and with this electron it forms CH2 double bond CH2 plus CH3 bond CH3. That is, very small amount of ethene is also produced in this reaction. That is, in Wood's reaction, there is another important note point that Wood's reaction undergoes disproportionation and it can produce an alkene also. So which implies that, of course, this would be produced in very little amount, but it would be produced. How we will get ethene when ethyl chloride reacts with methyl chloride means we need to understand that Wood's reaction can undergo disproportionation. Now we have seen what is Wood's reaction, what were the mechanism of Wood's reaction, and why should not we use different alkyl halides in the case of Wood's reaction to get the product. As well as we have seen that Wood's reaction can undergo disproportionation sometimes to produce alkene also to very little extent. Right. Now let us come to our question. Now in this question, let us state that how to get the product. Now we will see this question with normal carbon structures. Bromine is treated with, now bonded to CH2. This is bonded to carbon. This is bonded to CH2. This is bonded to bromine. So that was on this side. Now this side, this is bonded to CH2. This is bonded to bromine. And this is bonded to CH2. This is bonded to bromine. When you take it in the presence of sodium in ether, 4 moles of it, if you use 4 bromide ions, will take the electron clouds like this, and 4 sodium atoms will provide electrons to 4 carbons. So what is that? We will get 4 carbons would be getting free electrons like this. So when it is getting free electrons like this, here it does not combine with another mole of such compounds. On its own, these 2 electrons can form a bonds over here. So which implies that as this is unstable, free radical is generally highly unstable because it has got free electron. So which implies with these 2 together, it forms a bond here and this forms a bond here. Now you should not link another mole of these 2 with this, because already we have here 2 electrons within this itself. So that itself will form a bond. So this generates what kind of product here? CH2 bond, CH2 bonded to carbon, this bonded to CH2. Here also these 2 electrons will form a bond. And you can identify this structure as carbon indicates a vertex. Therefore, the correct option is B. So, be careful, Woods reaction is very important for your competitive exams. You have to remember once again 2 note points in Woods reaction. Let us take that what are the 2 note points in Woods reaction. So first note point is Woods reaction is not used to get higher alkanes with odd number of carbon atoms. Why like that? We have seen already that if you use 2 different alkyl halides, it produces a mixture of 3 alkanes. It does not produce single alkane as a major product. So which implies we should not get, or we cannot easily get higher alkane with odd number of carbon atoms using Woods reaction. Another very important note point is Woods reaction undergoes disproportionation. That is, it produces very small amount of alkenes also. So remember that for this question, the correct option is anyway this. We have seen it. If you have understood Woods reaction perfectly, you will get the product. You need not worry about by seeing the structures of organic chemistry. Logics would be very simple, right? I hope so all of you have understood this, how to get the product from the Woods reaction and what is Woods reaction also.